You're the Grinch. Max, fetch me my cloak. Is your refrigerator running? Well, then you better go catch it. It's because I'm green, isn't it?
Does anyone else love the Grinch as much as I do? So you want to start off by priming your face to make sure that you don't get pimples and all that gunky stuff inside your pores. We're going to use a mixture of those two paints that I showed before this, and this will create this green color. It's kind of a neon-y green. I actually used this in my Maleficent tutorial. We're going to use this on all over our face and down our neck and on our chest so that all that looks green as well. You can go as far as doing your hand if you want to as well, but I didn't. And then just add as many coats as you want to, because sometimes it doesn't show up as well on certain places, so you kind of have to double coat it. This stuff does easily come out of your hair and clothes as well, if you were wondering. I put some on my ears too, just so that I looked fully green, and then I'm going to double coat here, as you see me doing. And I think I kind of look like a Christmas tree or something here, because my hair is red and my face is green, which is kind of funny. After this, we're going to cover our eyebrows with some glue. Here I'm just using the purple one and then painting over top with the green. You probably should have waited till this was dry, but I was kind of impatient with it. And I added a few layers of green and the purple. But you'll know when the purple is dry, the glue, because it will dry clear. And the purple kind of counteracts the color of your brows, which is nice. So then just paint over top of that like I'm doing here. And then I'm going to use my 252 Ultimate Palette and use these two greens here on the top and make my eyes. So I'm going to do kind of a green smoky eye. Here I'm just going to place the first dark green on my eye and then a darker green in the corner. You know how you do with the smoky eye. Blend that all out. You don't have to be perfect with this because the Grinch does not look beautiful or anything like that. I blended it because I'm used to. I'm used to doing that. And now I'm going to use Smolder, and I'm going to place this right on my lash line and then smudge that out. Again, you do not have to be perfect. And then I'm going to go underneath my lash line as well on my lower lashes and smudge that out so it's kind of a messy look, and then place some green that's kind of a shimmery green right underneath that on my lower lashes under there. And then I'm adding another coat on top of my eyebrows here because I didn't let them dry properly, but that's okay.
Three-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich.
And now we're going to contour. I'm using a darker green, and I'm just going around my face. You know the deal. Go around your face with some... I'm actually using the darker green that I used on the beginning of this tutorial when I mixed the white and the green together. I'm using the darker one of those two. So then I'm just going around my face and doing, you know, underneath the cheekbones and the temples and your forehead and whatnot. Just give it some dimension. And then I'm going to mix it with that green and make it blend really nice. Now I'm going to use the same green, and I'm going to make my eyebrows in this shape here. You want to kind of make it an angry face and then do that. And then blend that out so it looks somewhat natural. And then do that for the other side. So it looks like you have a permanent angry face. I totally wish I could have done the prosthetic for this, but unfortunately I don't have the supplies for that. But when I go to school in May, maybe I'll be able to make one for you guys and show you how to do it. That'd be really fun. Now you're going to create this little swirl up here, kind of like a mountaintop, like as if he does on the Grinch. And this is just kind of mocking his eyebrows because I wasn't able to find anything that kind of matched his hairs. And I'm just going to go back and blend this all out and then put little tiny hairs in there and make it look wispy like he has stray hairs everywhere because he has the messiest eyebrows of all time. And just go back in and mix the colors together and just make little tiny strokes for hairs. Now make this really attractive face like this and just put it in like the creases where you have those little tiny wrinkles. And if this doesn't make you feel old, I don't know what will. But anyways, I'm just using a really, really skinny brush and some dark green and then blending that out afterwards so it just looks so faint. now you want to follow that down your nose, like make a couple more lines down and blend that out as well. Those will be the points where we start off with the face. And then just continue that down. And then also on the point of your nose, you want to create a little tiny shape for the Grinchy nose that he has. So it's kind of like it's almost like a triangle but circled. Like it's not a full circle, it kind of goes to a point at the bottom, so that you can create that cat-like mouth with the line that goes down to the lip, like I'm doing there. Now I'm going to create this dimension with a darker green around. You could use black too, like it kind of doesn't really matter. And then blend that all out. And then blend the circle around it, so you want to make that shape very defined and whatnot. And then you're going to create these lines around your mouth. It's kind of like the smile lines that you have, and blend those out. And I'm just using the same dark green as I did on the brows. For all definition, I'm using that dark green, which is just that cream paint from Mayron. It's like amazing stuff. Now I'm going to use the Ben Nye plain white cream and make that little shine, and then make that squinty face on above my brows there, my forehead, and blend that all out. And I kind of accidentally went in with black, so I went afterwards and put the dark green on top, which actually turned out really nicely because it kind of gave it like a shading, which is kind of cool. So I would definitely do that again. And then you're going to create these wrinkle lines like you would if you were old, and you can still make those squinty faces like I'm doing here and trying to follow those lines. And making those lines again darker, and then making your bags and your eyes sort of appear like you have some, I guess. And then again creating those smile lines, because it's going to look like he's smiling, so you want those little lines to be there, because then it will look like he has a smiley face on at the end of this. Blend that all out and into your eyeshadow there, and then do that on the other side. Of your lip, right below his nose. And then I'm going to create this new lip, and it's kind of winged out on the corners. Kind of gives it a creepy little smile look. And then connect that to the line that goes down the nose. And then the Grinch had really, really long lashes just on the ends. I wish I had longer lashes than this, but I couldn't find any. And I'm just placing a little bit on the corners of my lash line with some duo glue. Make sure it's tacky, you know the deal. Then put on some nude lipstick and do some shading underneath those lips, and you're finished. Make sure you subscribe for more makeup looks. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow me and Ashley on Instagram for more makeup looks, it's at Denean Dale and at Basher Girl.
Who is that? Who doors? Welcome Christmas, Christmas Day.
Crooked horse, Mr. Grinch.